Do you remember S&H green stamps? You go to the grocery store and you'd get your receipt, and then the checkout person would wind that wheel a couple times, and out these green stamps would come and they'd give them to you. And then you'd go home, and maybe if you were kids you'd do them, or you'd give them to some kids to put them in those books, and then you'd cash them in for something. Well, I heard that a former priest here bought a school bus with green stamps. How many books of green stamps would that take? Can you imagine today if, say, one was in the market for a school bus, you handed them 30 tractor trailer loads of green stamps? Would you be able to buy that bus? No. Green stamps are out of existence. They have no currency whatsoever anymore. Why do I bring that up? I don't know. No. In the gospel today, the apostles are trying to work off the currency of a former time. They see that Jesus is rejected, and they think, rightly, that the people there who rejected Jesus should be punished, like they remembered from the Old Testament. As we know, God immediately reacted when the people chose to do wrong. And so they say, Jesus, let's send down fire on these people and consume them because they rejected you. Because that's what they knew of God. But Jesus says, no, we're not going to do that. And I wonder if they think, well, who is this? Why is this God? If they're confused. But they knew a God from the Old Testament who was not fully revealed. They didn't know truly who Jesus was. Jesus is the fullness of the revelation of God. So, he allows us to make mistakes. He allows us to reject him in this life. And you know what? To be honest, that's a good thing, because how many times do we sin and reject him? And we should be consumed by fire every time we do? Oh, I'm so grateful we're not. Thankfully, we have a conscience that lets us return to him after we do reject him and give us another chance. And so Jesus allows us free will to make decisions, even decisions to go against him in this life. And we are allowed to then make the decision to come back to him. But brothers and sisters, do not be convinced that this is a God who always allows us that choice to be away from him, and then think that we can get to be with him forever. We must make that final decision, brothers and sisters, to be with him. We are allowed to make mistakes, but then to come back to him. But we must always come back to him. Because at the end of the day, there is a place where we can be with him forever, and there is a place where we will not. And so whenever we choose to go against him, thank God we're not smited immediately. But let's use that as an example and as a time to return to him, because one day there will not be that choice. One day there will be a final decision. We will either be with him or not with him. Let's not make that mistake. Please stand.